Okay, a little bit new for this stream. I can't even explain to you how difficult it is to find a camera angle that captures your setup without just becoming a crotch cam. But we've settled on it. I do own another camera, but I was not able to hook it up. So you're stuck with the top. The top down. This is almost inspired me to make a sim pit. As usual, at the outset of any stream, if you are hanging out and you want to let me know how the sound is compared to my voice and how the stream is going. We're trying a bunch of new stream settings right now, so some things might seem different. Having said that, let's just get one or two more setup steps out of the way here. Fixed. That's fixed. Okay, we're all good. Okay, welcome to my Mechwarrior 5 game. Just started. Only done a few missions. We are broke, destitute, with rookie pilots. It's a career mode game, or a custom game if you want to call it that. So we've got a couple mods on, YAML, and a few other things. Yet another mech lab. If you don't know what YAML is. Just came off a battlefield mission. So we're gonna get these guys repaired, and then we're gonna head out there. HOTAS is a rough go sometimes. Way more sluggish than mouse and keyboard. Way more fun though. Way more rewarding, in my opinion. We're looking for something that is going to be against these guys, not for them. I kind of wish that was just an option where you could click on, you know, this mission and take it for either side. That would really help this game. Now, I don't want to get House Kurita on our bad side, so let's go do a battlefield contract for them. We're not going to make a ton of money here. Early game, low relations with everybody. And not great pilots, so the AI are taking damage, I'm taking damage. Every round costs us money. Every mission. Okay, so our contract here, let's see. Head off the attack. Information is leaked out to our enemies about a crucial supply convoy. The survival of it is absolutely critical to our wartime efforts. The convoy is carrying weapons, equipment, and raw supplies that are meant for our fighters on the front line. We've detected an incoming enemy force, so we'd like you to head off and delay for as long as you can. Mission type, we've got battlefield, battle area is 9 square kilometers, duration of the mission is 10 days. That's only relevant for game time, for when you have to pay your mercenaries, things like that. Biome, scrapyard, late afternoon, awesome. I love scrapyard as a cool biome. Okay. Let's negotiate our contract here. I think I'm just gonna go straight C-bills, battlefield contract. And it's low anyways, low payment. Way over tonnage. I think I'm gonna bring the big guys. I call them big guys. These are by no means big mechs. 65 ton and 45 ton, but they're my big guys right now. Let's bring... Now this urban mech, I'm gonna bring the other locust. That only affects our payout by 2%. I'm not too concerned about 2%. For our pilots, I include the commander. It's one of the custom mods. I think it's a custom start mod. So for the roster here, we've got myself, pretty low skills. I mean, actually they're pretty good. I'll accept my artillery here, which is funny because that's what I'm maining in the Jägermech. Lieutenant Rebecca McCleary. So the custom start always seems to start you with like an ace, you know, a second in command, a badass, and this is an example of that. This is a pilot with almost maxed stats. Lucas Belmont, also not bad. Like, these guys are all pretty good. I started them experienced and regular in terms of AI in order to it kind of fits the bill more. It's the year 3000, so these guys are some of the first. Well, there's some of the earlier Mechwarriors in terms of the Third Succession War and things like that. So they're in it. They've been in it. And I wanted that represented in their starting experience. Trust me, when you're playing with HOTAS, a little bit of AI assistance doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay. Let's go for it. Wish me luck.
The battlefield is up ahead. Enemies will be relentless on this front, so take care not to overextend your stay here. But if you do stick around,
so if you're unclear about the HOTAS setup that I'm using, it's just it's pretty. I think it's the cheap. I think it's the Thrustmaster Flight. Fairly inexpensive, really fun though. I'm using the pedals. I push the right pedal forwards, pull the left one backwards to turn left, and vice versa to turn right. Other than that, throttle forward, throttle backward. You see that it just controls the speed. And the joystick is for basically everything else.
They've detected your presence, Commander. I'm seeing multiple tangos on scope, converging on your current position.
Actually, battlefield. This will be better if we get up high. I'd like to find a corner, something we can put our backs to. I'm using every advantage I can. I've got YAML, which is yet another mech lab. I've got that set on balanced, which, if you've never tried it, it steps up the difficulty from the base game pretty substantially.
Continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
That'll be good. That hill right there.
Filing on you, Commander. We're on the move.
Now, those locusts, they're going to be less long range, except the one.
Waiting for orders, Commander.
Locust 1M is actually got an LRM on it, I'm pretty sure. So we've got some range. Got some range with Locust 1M.
Commando,
I think we let him come to us.
in the area.
I'm taking heavy damage.
Get out of here. Oh, I thought that was one of my guys taking heavy damage. No, it was him. We just picked up his comms. Okay, this is good, actually. This is where the Jägermech really shines. I know this is not action-packed Mechwarrior gameplay, but this is strategic Mechwarrior gameplay.
Enemy target acquired.
But this is where the Jägermech really shines in a stationary capacity. Now that's a spider. It shouldn't. What's it got on it? M lasers, machine guns. He's getting in close. He's not going to make it in close. Another thing that you're going to see with anybody who plays HOTAS is you miss a lot more than you do with mouse and keyboard. Maybe that's just me. Tracking is it's a game in and of itself. Tracking these guys. I can't believe they're just the old stand and fight. Just stand at the base of a hill and take on a lance.
Enemy target acquired.
SRM carrier. What's the range on SRMs? I thought it was only 400. He must have gotten stuck.
Be careful.
My favorite mech to pilot with the HOTAS is the Spider. I love fast.
Enemy target acquired.
Harasser laser platform. They're annoying, and that's another enforcer. I'm gonna get the guys. Let's get the gang together. We're gonna go hunting for them now. I think we've taken down what, 2 or 3. We'll be almost through them here.
Following your lead, Commander. Target received. Engage.
There we go. Has he got PPCs on him? No, L laser. This is deadly.
Enemy target destroyed.
It's pretty rough when you hit the enemy, when you core the enemy, they go critical,
Enemy target
and then
acquired.
Focus target
you
update.
walk right over a nuclear bomb.
Recon reports additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander. Be on the lookout
Oh,
for them.
distant. How are we picking that up?
Enemy target
I have to get a
acquired.
UAV is what I have to do. Oh, a Phoenix.
Right behind you, Commander.
That'll be a good fight. This Jägermech though has 4 AC5s. It's just an artillery platform. The issue, obviously, is that we run out of ammo pretty quickly. I think I've got 720 left.
Unit receiving heavy fire. Firepower.
Honestly,
Destroyed.
was that the Phoenix Hawk? Insane. Just what an insane mech. Mike, HOTAS and PEDALS is how I wish I could play. 2,000 hours on console. I did get to play in the pods back. The pods! Solid. Solid. HOTAS and PEDALS, it's honestly, it's the most fun I've had in gaming in a long time. I really enjoy kind of a simulator setup. I wish I had a better one. Woo! Ah!
Victory is ours, Commander. Prepare for evac.
Just soaking shots from this Panther. $2,000 hours on console. Dang. Oh, Spider Salvage, get out of here. For one. For one. How dare they undervalue? How dare they undervalue my Spider? Favorite mech in the game. Okay. Rent's due in 44 days. We can see that up in the top right. As usual, flat broke. Let's feel out the star map. Let's feel out the conflict zone here. If we're paying attention to the date, it's the year 3001. We started 14 years early. Give us a chance to get our relations right so I can try and tackle as much of the DLC as I can match. I think the only one that's time sensitive is the Kestrel Lancers, and I think that means we have to find our way to the deep south in Steiner space. I'll have to double check. All right, let's look for a mission here. Again, I'm trying not to piss off too many people. We're trying to keep it to the Scorched Earth contract. I have no idea what that mission is. I probably shouldn't take it on, but I want to. Oh, infiltration. We're gonna cheese this, and I get to be in a fast mech. I did not know that about the Jaeger mech. Fun fact, the Jaeger mech is the only mech in the game that in its third-person model and first-person view walk animation match up. Today on Mechwarrior 5 Trivia. Oh, so all of them are time sensitive. Great. Nice. Hopefully we can fly around the galaxy in time. Alright, a House Davian infiltration mission. Extreme weather conditions, obviously. All infiltration missions have extreme weather conditions in order to meet these sort of visibility criteria, I think. Battle area is 14 kilometers. They're usually long and thin, these infiltration missions. Force you to run a long distance. 10 days duration. Standard. Standard. We're in and out in 10 days. Mission complete or not. House Davian believes Outworld's alliance forces on Bryceland 3 are gearing up for an attack. Scout behind enemy lines and investigate this intel. Follow the nav points into the Outworld's alliance territory and await orders. And if anybody hanging out is wondering about the portraits, I'm a huge fan of mech anything. Mechwarrior, mecha anime, and all the portraits are from Gundam Wing. Okay, we are working for House Davian here. I think we're going to go max C-bill payout. And this is an infiltration. I won't need an airstrike, so... 7. I don't like. Should I go salvage shares? I just don't think there's going to be any salvage. I don't think I'm going to get any salvage. Maybe I'll get an airstrike just for fun and 1 salvage. There we go. I don't know if I have an airstrike button. I hope I.
Bad news, Commander. Extreme weather conditions means you'll be dealing with limited visibility and compromised sensors on this mission.
So 2 things just occurred to me. 1, I didn't repair any of my mechs. 2. I'm not... Okay, I wasn't sure if the Jenner was damaged or not. Alright, just 1 thing. Perfect. We're good. Jenny! See, but lots of time. We're going to take a lot of heavy losses on these missions. Lots of time between missions may not matter that much.
Our client has an interest in something on the border of enemy territory. We've been promised more precise details once we check in at the Martin up point.
And I know there's some pro tips out there, like ditch the jump jets on stuff, and
on this mission,
I love them.
I'll give you the okay once you're in target range. Stay away from enemy units to remain undetected. Light mechs are much harder to detect.
Oh boy.
Command your lance to hold fire as any attack will immediately raise an alarm. Our employer is also offering us a performance bonus if we can complete a number of sub-objectives, if they present themselves as targets of opportunity.
Lateral bounce.
Be on the lookout for them.
Soft landing. Gotta watch those landings. They can really break the legs.
Order, this is Sierra 2-1. Be advised, strike payload is ready and awaiting your tango confirmation. Sierra 2-1 out.
Our client's
Okay,
intel
our
has
airstrike's
identified
ready.
an enemy mech undergoing field refits. We have a window to take it out before the enemy can respond.
All right, let's
On
check
your
the.
map, I've marked the
check the
location
battle
of some
grid
valuable
here.
supplies that our employer would
What's
like
that red?
liberated.
That red is destroy an
Our client
unmanned
would
mech,
like us to
eh?
scout the Op4's BattleMech forces while we're in the field. Attempt to sensor lock each mech you come across without alerting
Going
them to your
through
position.
and then east. Oh, that didn't work out. I missed a turn. Please don't be an ambush. Please don't be an ambush in the valley. There's 100% an ambush in the valley. I mean, there's really no way you don't put somebody, right? Unless you're these guys. Unless you're the Outer Worlds Alliance. Okay, I mean, hold on here. What do we think? I don't know if we got the jets for I don't know if we're up to the task. Ooh, but there's a bad guy up ahead.
Fire starter.
See?
9H
We
detected.
can't have that. We're gonna have to try. I don't think we can do it. This might be a bit that way. Get some speed and hope. Okay, okay. Hang tight, hang tight. Don't be crazy. Don't move. This is not as easy as it looks. Okay, start walking. Up, 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 up. Land, turn, land and turn. Oh. I'm a leaf on the wind. Go. Okay, listen. If you've never played with a HOTAS, you don't understand how awesome that was.
Approach the hidden object to
Some of my finest work.
target is calling for help, but is having trouble getting a signal out. Eliminate
I forgot
them
what mech
quickly.
I was using. Come on.
That takes care of them.
Easy.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
I need to set a pickup button on the, we're gonna just slide this keyboard a little
Data
closer.
transfer complete. A mercenary outfit can
Whoa!
always use more weapons.
Alright, I want to go take out this mech. I mean, we're done this mission. Essentially, I could leave. We got salvage to find. We're still in good shape, and the music just got wicked.
There are one or more powered down BattleMech nearby. Keep an eye out.
Soft landing. Soft landing. Don't let it... Oh! Detection warning?
Acquisition. Just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Where's that other turret? It's not... Does it see me?
Enemy target acquired.
Oh, that one? Maybe that one does. Please die.
Enemy target.
Thank
Those
you.
units are powering up. Be ready for a fight.
What? What? It's time to go! That hunchback's gonna dice me out. There's no way. We're done for.
Critical hit center.
Done for. Huge mistake. Come on, you stay in your house, Vulcan. Oh, you know what we have that I'm not even thinking about right now? We have the airstrike. Rookie move. No time. Did I mention my anime character mode? Hey, just make sure. Oh, don't die. We're so close. That core from the rear looking not great.
Battalion HQ to BattleMech. We hear you. Battalion HQ to all units in the area. Converge and eliminate enemy BattleMechs.
Okay.
Damn it! They've triggered the alarm. Incoming hostiles.
Alpha 1-1. Read you 5x5.
Running.
Stand by for the fireworks. Sierra 2-1. Out.
We completed our scout.
May as well use it. You don't get anything for saving it.
The client will be pleased.
I can't imagine spending, 10 days more or less in a cockpit. I mean, I kind of can. You've got tank drivers and tank crews and lab crews out there and stuff. But 10 days mostly in a cockpit would be rough. Okay. What do we have here? I'm actually going to cancel that. I didn't click that for repair, did I? No. Okay. Okay, we took a bunch of damage there. That's not how infiltrations are supposed to go. And never, ever, 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 ever do a beachhead if you know what's good for you. Unless you've got a couple friends and you enjoy pain. Doing a beachhead with AI is brutal. I wish we were up to... I love multi-mission operations. We just need a bigger lance. Alright, we're gonna head back to... what do we have anything cool showing up here? Arenas. We could do an arena, maybe. Get our hands on a... What do we got here? 175 ton, 175 ton... There might be a couple, like, solo arenas in there, perhaps. We can do this assassination contract against the Independents. I'm sitting here like, never do this thing. You're like, that's my favorite. Why wouldn't I do this thing? You go do a beachhead. Just, maybe... But with AI... Your AI sound better than my AI. Now, on console, do they have yet another mech lab? Do they have the option to mod? Because yet another mech lab, even turns small enemy tank into a big, big problem. You'll see me prioritizing laser harassers and, tanks in general a lot of the time, especially VTOLs. They are so devastating. Whoa, why is outer space on fire around the planet? Okay, let's get these guys repaired. We're in a industrial hub. Another thing I have to look for here is the little urban mech that could does not have an engine. We need to get him an engine. I think he only needs a 60. Maybe... Oh, there's a 60! Standard engine. No. No core. Engine core 60. That's the one. That's what we need. 450. So this was only I've only spent 1 million credits refurbishing this guy, okay? So this will bring it up to 1.4 mil. 1.4 mil for a small boy armed like, you know, a tiny artillery tank like this guy is. Just what a fantastic deal. Oh, nice. Okay. So what do we have to do? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 heat sinks. Does it say required external heat sinks 8? And I really want to slap a UAV on. Cooling equipment market image. Do I not have any heat sinks? No, I do. I have a million heat sinks. Okay, there's 6. 7, 8. Torso. Actually, legs are full. Center torso's full. Head's full. Yeah, this is fine. 400 rounds of AC2 ammo, 2 AC2 cannons. All this thing is a tiny little egg with artillery cannons attached to it. What I'd love to give him, because he's a long-range platform, what I'd love to give him is... Where did that... I swear I just saw a UAV somewhere. Am I losing my mind? There, no. Maybe I'm going crazy. It's not a weapon. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm going nuts. I could have sworn I even just mentioned UAV. I'm just clicking through stuff, hoping right now. I'm going nuts. Maybe it does not exist. Market. All equipment. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm not crazy. Woo! Can I slap that thing on him somewhere? And we're still underweight. Max armor. Whatever we've got left for. I'm taking some off these legs and I'm going to put it on the head. The head on this thing, the dome on this thing takes a beating. Where do we put our UAV drone? That's no bueno. We're going to put that right in the noodle. Okay, start work. Fantastic. I'm so excited for this guy to come out to the field. UAVs are one of the most useful. Even if you don't have LRM boats, UAVs are one of the most useful components, in my opinion. Just to even let you know, being pointed in the right direction, the direction of the enemy, it's the direction you want to be facing. Okay, we have 10 days until our next. Let's check the news. Nothing yet, because it's 3001. I wish we got pre-3015 news, you know? Wish they had archived a little bit. I wonder if there's a mod. There might be. What do we have for pilots? Let's see what the third... Is this the era of the third succession war? I think it is. Let's see what we have for potential pilots here. I like to build out, really round out a mercenary company. Now these pilots aren't great. They're lower ranked, but I think they gain experience. I'm just not sure if they get higher caps at any point.
Ready for action. Nice dropship, but boring as hell.
Don't we have a Valdez already? We can't possibly have two. We have a Mechwarrior, a Beaumont, a Santiago, and an Ivanov. I thought
Ready
Beaumont
for
was
action.
Valdez.
Nice dropship, but
Probably
boring
because
as
they look a
hell.
little bit the same.
Ready for action.
Not exactly
nice
the
dropship,
same,
but
but
boring
kind
as
of the
hell.
same. Nice dropship, but boring as hell. Next.
Ready for mission briefing and drop preparations.
Okay. What Beale lacks in combat efficacy, she makes up for in a willingness to dive headlong into the fray. That's the kind of go-get-'em attitude we're looking for.
Ready for mission briefing and drop preparations.
Schaefer, rough skills. Benoit. Sorry, I might have to.
Drinks are on me when we get back.
Benoit was raised far from the most populous regions of Steiner space and hoped that by becoming a mercenary he could get away from his backwater home. He's an inexperienced pilot with scant combat experience. He's seen combat enough times to become a reliable pilot. What? Nevertheless, he still feels like he has more to prove. I think that guy faked his resume. All right, we've got a pretty nice lance coming along here. Obviously, our headliner is the Jägermech, our 65-ton. Blackjack, I always let Rebecca McCleary pilot that because she's got the highest stats. Now, these Locusts, I've been using this one with 2 LRMs on it more than the close combatant here. But they're good. They're great. They're fast, handy in a pinch, and if you need to just make up some extra tonnage on a mission, they allow you to bring some bigger mechs along or just use them as fill. Now, small boys here, they hold a special place in my heart. If everything goes wrong, okay? If we lose the team, if we are destitute and bankrupt, a team of 4 small boys, urban mechs, okay, properly armed and armored and equipped, can punch way, way, way above their weight. Way above. And I hope we get a chance to kind of demonstrate that. So those level 19 missions they're not paying back as much as we'd like, right? They kind of hurt just as much as they help. So let's go check Milligan, see if we can get a scan on Nagel, Woodbine, Alta Vista, etc. Honestly, a lance of 4 urban mechs is where it's at. It's insane. It's insane. They're always my fallback. Every single one of my playthroughs, if I'm looking at my BattleMechs here and I'm looking at my available mechs, they might even be in cold storage, but we're gonna build up to having 4 urban mechs, and they rock on a battlefield. I'm gonna pull these guys out on the next battlefield, hopefully. Okay, what do we have down here in Alta Vista? Multiple mission operation. I would love to, but I can't. Objective raid. Oh, Pirates defense contract? Sign me up. This could suck. 27 days. Fast cans be nasty. Hey, you're not welcome here. Urban mechs, don't. There's 0 time for hating on urban mechs, okay? Can we even get involved in this? Woo, we can. Black market. What are we looking at here? All weapons. Heavy axe, heavy longsword. Medium Knuckles. Okay, Sonic and Knuckles. Let's do this. I want to get into this defense contract. House Davian versus the Pirates. Mission type defense, battle area 14 square kilometers. Duration 14 days. Biome forest, autumn, late afternoon. Visibility good, boring. Pirate raiders are attacking our settlements on Savenberg 5, and we don't have enough forces to protect all of them. Save this one from harm, and we'll do the rest. We have enough forces to protect all but one. This one. I'm really excited. Once we get into the actual timeline, and I know it feels like 14 years is going to take a long time, but it's not. And once we get into the actual timeline and we run into mercenary companies in other battle areas, in other conflict zones, fantastic. Okay, max C-bill payout. It is a defense, so I'm going to take damage coverage. And we have one more point. Salvage or more damage coverage. Do we think we're going to take almost 1 million in damage? I do. So we're going to go all in on credits here. And then at the end of this mission, as usual, we're going to lament the fact I didn't take more salvage. But it's early. Salvage gets way better as the game goes along. Who we leaning on here? Santiago or Ivanov? This is the main character from Iron-Blooded Orphans. Santiago. Well, let's see how the mechs come out in the wash here. Jaeger mech. We have big artillery. I don't have the score for it, but I've got the awesomeness for it. Rebecca McCleary has the skills for everything. She gets the blackjack. A lot of lasers. She's just 10s across the board, right? I don't know how I landed such a lucky early roll here. Lucas Belmont. What are you good with? Why does that remind me of some Castlevania? That's what I'm thinking of. And we're in a defense, so you know who we're bringing? Where are you, Urban Mech, with my UAV drone? Boop. Santiago. And a good pilot, a good mech warrior knows you gotta crack a ice cold Kerensky light before every defense.
Commander, I have received an SOS from the position marked on your tactical display. Enemy forces are advancing on their position, and we are the only friendly forces present in the area.
All right.
Time to earn our pay.
Get into this. You get a paint job when you prove yourself, little man. Interesting, this planet has floating trees.
Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
Greetings, Commander. Welcome to Checkpoint Bravo.
So this is awesome. The only real issue we're gonna have here, I think, is gonna be, well, that ridge, that entire ridge. Let's get up there. We'll just defend from there as a team.
Cicada to be detected.
Oh, real big sorry, teammate. We're gonna have to run drills as a team. We're gonna have to better coordinate movement. Yeah, you did from your box. Real sorry. Okay, note to self. Somebody remind me we have to be a thermal and night vision button
Expect company soon.
to the old HOTAS system. Oh, I want to punch. I have no arms, Lieutenant Dan. Spider, I'm sorry to destroy you. Oh, we're gonna get 3 pieces of salvage from this. We might be able to get a whole spider. Victory! Even if this is a loss, this is a victory if we make it out with
Enemy
the spider.
target acquired.
Harasser missile platform. 720 is the range. Oh, two mechs come from behind. We gotta make short work of this.
This never gets old.
Destroyed.
We'll get him.
Take out the little guy first. Commandos have a or is that a commando? Cicada. Haha, should aim for the little guy. Legs. I wish you could tell your team to target certain parts. Oh, I just got punched. Oh, little
Do what you can to draw the
jerk
enemy
almost
to-
took off my arm.
Lots of red lights
Done.
here. Time
Lots.
to make my escape.
Lots of red lights here. It's my kind of pilot. Come on. Somebody get that little dude.
Taking heavy damage.
Oh, my right arm.
Engaging shared target ID. Commander down. I just took that mech out.
Destroyed. Enemy target acquired. Enemy target destroyed.
Down.
Destroyed. Enemy target acquired.
Come on, how we doing? This arm is gonna be
You must
expensive.
have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More hostiles inbound.
First here. Helicopters from behind, mechs from the front. I'm gonna turn to engage the helicopters first.
Enemy target
I'm gonna get the whole team
acquired.
too if I can.
Go get target updated.
We can take out those VTOLs. Come on now. Better lead. Oh man, hard.
Neutralized.
Destroyed. Enemy
I don't think I hit
target
one of those.
Acquired.
Land soldier received.
Target destroyed. Enemy target acquired. Incoming missile.
Coordinated attack target received.
Hostile blew off part of a mech.
Come on, come on.
Cover me. Hell yeah.
Target is down.
Target acquired.
I'm gonna have to oof, oof. Let's hide that right arm. Let's hide that right arm.
Targeted mech
Nice.
heavily damaged.
Nice.
Congratulations, Commander. These people owe their lives to you.
Whew. We're almost at that elusive level 4. Shadow Seer, when Hunchback. I'm gonna have a Hunchback after playing this game with a HOTAS for this many hours. Come on, they've got a whole spider except the engine core. Get out. See, that would have been worth its weight in parts if I had taken the salvage. I killed the spider and I get no spider salvage. You're kidding me. Cicada's solid though. Cicada's a solid pick. I think ooh, this is tough. SRMs are heavy hitters for what they are. For their weight, I mean weight to pain ratio. Heavy SRMs are awesome. I'm gonna take 2 SRMs and a Cicada. Not bad. I really budgeted for much more than that. 10 times that amount, as a matter of fact. I think we should have taken more salvage. Gotta have more faith in the team. Way more faith in the team. Okay, what do we got here? Hey, Rihanna, I'm back. Yo, Campbell, took me a bit to track you down with a new outfit. Heard that old man finally had the decency to die off. Blah, blah, blah. Took a shit gig. We've all been there. We blew the warehouse, so I kind of need a favor. I know I didn't read that, but the first time I had encountered this guy, I was so concerned that he was going to betray me as well when the times got tough. Like, every time I got into a hard mission, I just thought, Goblin's going to betray us or he's going to leave. Right? Isn't that... That's the vibe you get from this guy. He left you once. He left Nick's Cavaliers. Now he's going to... Whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. I didn't trust him, but apparently they didn't go that deep. This just in, we got a sweet, sweet new mech, and M lasers, L lasers, SRMs. I like my Jaeger mech, but I like jump jets better. Rebecca McCleary gets the Jaeger, and Goblin is demoted to Blackjack. We're gonna get out of here. There's a black market. Davisville's all right. Davisville's pretty all right. You know, I've been there. Yeah, let's head to here. Let's go here. I want to get these repairs done more cheaply. Yeah, and I know there's a mod that gets rid of this animation, but it's all part of the, you know, the immersion for me. Yeah, you figured you'd have a jump ship or something like in BattleTech. Oh, there is a little bit of free-for-all light arena action happening, which I think we might take while our mechs are on the mend. Let's go to... I think we're all good. Let's repair all. What's that going to cost us? 5,000. Obviously, 5,000. Who said the trash cans aren't worth their weight in gold? My UAV artillery slinging little man. Only costs 5,000 to repair. Meanwhile, our Jenner, 13. Blackjack, 26.5. And I don't know who was piloting the Jaeger mech, but damn. Okay, let's, what do we got for light mechs right now? Well, wouldn't you know it, we have an urban mech with 2 AC2s and a UAV, and it's going to be repaired in one day. So I think maybe it's going to have to take part in the arena battle. I might get stomped. We're going to lose it. Are you ready to see the slowest, least action-packed fight of your life? What's the tonnage limit? 35. Okay, perfect. Triple restaurants. Indifferent. Oh, we can be a representative of Triple F restaurants. Seabill payout. All the way Seabill payout, because we're not taking damage. Because we're in a trash can. Unique thing about the urban mech, right? The urban mech can spin 360 degrees. I've never actually tried an arena in an urban mech. Wish me luck.
These two combatants are ready to tear each other apart. Let's see who can manage their emotions and come away with the victory.
What a reach. Alright, UAV's up, I think. I should be able to see the battlefield.
Looks like the stalemate is over.
Maybe I can't UAV in the arena. Oh no, it's up. It's up. Oh, nice. Look at this. What's our range here? Range is 1440. Get out of here. Come on. That can't be right. I'm misreading that, right? I think we can go... That guy's gonna run circles around me if I try and take him out. And the UAV decided to kind of only work sometimes. Let's go get involved in somebody else's fight and see if we can look for the solos.
This could prove to be a huge turning point here. Their weapon systems just suffered a huge blow.
I'm talking like I'm gonna head anywhere quickly. Okay. And I bet you I can kind of coerce other people into this fight, actually. I mean, I have to catch people and hit them. Okay, overestimated his jump height. Kind of looks like he got legged, doesn't it? He did get legged. Easy targets are the best targets when you're in a tin can. I'm just firing both ACs in tandem.
Off goes the arm. Savage.
Why, do you think I care? Do you think I care about your puny PPC? What have you got? Commando? Some tiny lasers?
Oh, there goes an arm.
See? The spin around matters not to the urban mech, to the trash can with the 360-degree torso rotation. Is this all you bring to the table? "32 kilometers of danger headed your way." It sounded way better in my head if I hadn't missed the word hour. 32 kilometers an hour of danger headed your way. Let's pretend that's what I said. I meant it sounded great. Time for another UAV.
Donated that leg to the scrapyard.
We got a duck, and we're gonna work on the setup, guys. This is the first time. Big question for anybody hanging out. How's the visual quality of the stream? Brand new computer, and that meant obviously reinstalling absolutely everything, and I had to mess with settings that I haven't altered in Streamlabs in a long time. If everything's good, that would be great. So it kind of looks like somebody got involved with my little locust friend. Now he's legless. His opponent is also legless. What do we have here? What we have here is some easy mop-up kills. And this is how the strategic Mechwarrior, dare I say the lazy Mechwarrior, wins arenas. With foresight, UAVs, and planning.
This could really impact the match. Their offensive capabilities have taken a hit.
Woo! You can probably still outpace me, Locust, but you don't stand a chance. Just imagine being this mech pilot right now. You know you're gonna win because you're in the future equivalent of a tank, even compared to your Mechwarrior counterparts. I'm gonna have to find which mod adds infantry because they just don't make sense in arena. Oh man, you've never seen this. Where's the UAVs are way back there.
Ammunition level critical.
Yeah, we have one more UAV. Oh, there's night vision. Found it. Okay, we
This
have.
match is dragging. Looks like these pilots are maxed out. Who's got the
Okay.
will to survive here?
Relax, Ava Masters. But on that note, we're walking 32 kilometers an hour. Never do this during your own gameplay. I'll be right back.
This match is losing steam. These Mechwarriors are showing signs of wear and tear. Can they rally? They need to battle until the bitter end. Energy levels are low. This match is turning into a low event battle. Someone needs to do something to kick it up a notch.
Let's go. Let's go kick it up a notch. I apologize if I've been walking into a wall for the past 5 minutes. Let's go kick it up a notch like Emerald Lagasse. Where the bad guys at? Final UAV going up. Jenner. Come on now. I'm not even gonna move. There's no point. Right? We can't dodge the Jenner. Can we zoom in? Let's take out its legs.
The pace of the match is slowed. You can see the fatigue setting in. It's all about who wants it more now.
Yeah, this Jenner's fatigued. Come on. What do you got? The answer? Absolutely nothing. What do you got? Oh, finally one that runs. Go for those legs.
He's pulling out all the stops.
Yeah. Good night, leg. What are you going to do now,
He's
Jenna?
early. This can make or break a Mechwarrior. Can
Nothing.
they push through, or will they just crumble under pressure? Mason takes the match. He got lucky out there.
I can't remember who it was now. Talking shit about the small boy. Take your trash can into the arena. Renew your love and appreciation for the small boy, the workhorse of the inner sphere. Spider salvage. 2? Oh no, share cost 1. Okay. Own 2. Okay. Woo! We have ourselves a spider, I think. 37,000 worth of damage. Small boy power. You've taken your first steps into the world of unsanctioned arena combat. It's a world filled with adrenaline, danger, and the thrill of victory. Even the most legendary mech warriors like Grey Natan, began with their first win. Each battle is a test of skill, strategy, and nerve, pushing you to your limits as you fight against more formidable opponents with each new match. As a little token of their gratitude for making such a memorable debut in the slowest... I can't believe he's out there in that! The Arena Sponsor Network has set an incentive to keep getting better. It's a recognition of your talent and potential in this game. This reward serves as both validation and motivation to continue honing your skills and climbing the ranks of the competitive circuit. Your journey has only just begun. On the road ahead promises more challenges, but also rewards if you're able to meet them. Keep it up. You know what would be an awesome playthrough? Is if you start with 1 mech, 5 million credits, and you just hop from arena to arena, a gladiator mech. But you start with a really, like a decent mech. Woo! We're gonna have to give that a shot sometime. Iron Man mode. That just sounds so great. Gladiator Mechwarrior playthrough. Eventually, you set a money goal, like 20 million, maybe 30 million, before you start your own lance. You know, you buy fresh hero mechs. You aim to make an entire lance of nothing but hero mechs with arena winnings. Listen, if I end up with 1 mech at any point in this playthrough, we're firing all the pilots, and that's the route. Or we're keeping all the pilots because they're awesome. And they're going to be like the cheering squad. Still no news. Armed robbery. Travel to Pascagoula. Who's that for? Interstellar expeditions. Attack the mercenary base to steal. See, I just don't know if I want to do the... I just don't know if I want to attack the independents. Because I think you need them for the Heroes of the Inner Sphere quest line. Okay, how the BattleMechs doing? We just have to repair the urban mech and we're good to go. Let's do a quick check of the equipment available to us here. Now, what is an arena? I didn't even know arena superchargers existed. I think I've got a large chem laser in the old inventory. Wow. Supercharger, eh? Short bursts of speed with a supercharger. 700% boost in speed. That'd be wild to play with a to play with a HOTAS. A 700% boost in speed on a spider or something like that. Let's check the mech market before we go. That javelin is mostly together with 2 SRMs. Not bad. AC 10. Dang. I think we're good though. I think we're good right now. Let's see what we have for missions available to us. Again, I'm trying not to make the independents hate me necessarily. I'm trying to stick to hating on the periphery. Or pirates. And there's also a very cool Kurita questline. And the Kurita space has kind of the next evolution in difficulty in terms of fights. Like, there's a lot of great fights in Kurita space. I don't know, though. We're kind of... Our options are slim, it seems. You know, what do we have here? High reward quests? What are those? What is that? What's that trying to tell us? That seems like it's a scary area to be. Maybe I can get closer. Let's get a little bit closer, and we'll stay safe, and we'll see. Now, you know what? Let's just go for it. My luck, it's an infiltration. Okay, but these guys hate me. Coalition of farmers. Oh, wait, maybe they don't hate me because I haven't been awful to them. And this one is raid the civilian planets for supplies. I don't like those dudes. Let's do this. Yeah. Nope. That's awesome too. Warzone, difficulty 21. Warzone is the urban mech specialty. It'll be a great primer for this quest, which is also, ooh, a defense or a war zone? Defense or war zone? War zone. Money. Salvage this time. 400k in damages. No airstrikes. Maybe that's not a great idea. I can't remember if war zones have artillery or not. Okay, we have the Hero Phoenix mech. Rebecca McCleary in the Jaeger mech. I think we're gonna put Goblin. No, Lena Santiago in the Blackjack. Does that make sense? We've got M lasers and ACs. She's got 3 and 6. Goblin's got 3 and 1, but he's got 10s across the board. We're gonna put him in a smaller mech until he's good. Once he's good, I mean, he's invaluable. But I think she's got 3 in laser and 6 in artillery. My man has 5 in laser and 3 in artillery. And the Blackjack is primarily laser. Now, AC2 has the longer range. We'll stick with her. We'll put Goblin in. Beaumont's on backup. Goblin's in the... Small boy.
Attention. Prepare for BattleMech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Allied forces are attempting to withdraw from this area and need us to screen their retreat.
Whoa, whoa, Wolverine.
Friendly, screening the retreat.
Get out of here, that.
As long as possible. We
Come on
have an
now.
opportunity for a hefty combat bonus the longer we can hold the enemies back.
Negative. Invalid target.
No, you had a target.
Javelin. 10 in.
We're going for that Wolverine. That thing is nasty.
Enemy target.
Taking that mech apart was easy as pie.
Dang. Gotta get used to the weapons we're using here now with the Phoenix Hawk.
Ah, they got part of my mech. Enemy mech.
Trying to intercept this Wolverine.
Destroyed. Enemy target acquired.
Oh, give me a punch. Come on. Do the old spinning. Nice. Couple great punches there. I gotta find a way to spread these pedals. My old man knees feel like they're gonna explode. So if you look around the cockpit, I've got kind of the oh gosh. Don't do this while you're driving. But I've got kind of the same setup. I've got the throttle on the left, right? And I've got the joystick on the right. Hold on, we're gonna stop. Full stop. Full stop. I've got the joystick on the right, the throttle on the left, and if you can see his legs, which you can't, well, you kind of can. They're on pedals. I think I need to spread my pedals apart somehow. Gonna have to get some different pedals. You just wait. A couple months from now, I'm gonna have a whole cockpit built up.
They've detected your presence, Commander. I'm seeing multiple tangos on scope converging on your current position.
Well, that's funny, Rihanna, because we have a UAV in the air, and we're not seeing that. You've got no arms, Lieutenant Dan. Is that an enforcer? Possibly.
Enemy target acquired.
All guns on shared target.
Oh boy.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Threat eliminated.
You know what? We're just gonna put the team, I say, right here.
Moving out.
At requested location.
That's the spot. Small boy's almost earned his place in this gang.
Relocated and scanning for hostiles.
Ooh, you know what? Top of that hill.
Regrouping on Commander's cruise request.
Enemy target.
Target destroyed.
Reposition complete. Waiting for orders, Commander.
Wait a minute, this is a war zone, not a defense. I always mix these two up. We can go anywhere. Okay, let's get on the hill.
We're moving. We're on the move.
No soft landings here.
Took up that mech's component.
Fire starter. 9H detected.
Ooh, that laser is not. That shoulder-mounted large laser.
We're on it, Commander.
Please don't shoot me. I'm trying to give commands. Oh, real sorry.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target acquired.
Assassin.
Missile.
Whoa! Get out of here.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating
We need
in the area.
anti-missile
Watch out for
systems
them.
is what we need. Those things are worth their weight in gold. I mean, so's the UAV, obviously. We know my thoughts on the UAV, but
Target sustained heavy
night
damage.
night.
Destroyed. Shadowhawk 2 detected.
Fine adjustments. No, I knew it. I tried to get it off early. Come on.
Level critical.
Coordinating our attack.
Enemy reinforcements spotted in the area. They're
Oh,
heading
lay.
Regrouping at requested.
We're dark red here. We still have armor, which is awesome, but
I'm at your designated position.
Target acquired.
Add one more to my kill count.
Enemy target destroyed.
honestly, the biggest shock to me was how much yet another mech lab increased enemy vehicular life.
Enemy target acquired.
990 for large laser. Come on. I know you're there. It's just...
Mobile units in the area.
Enemy target acquired.
Oh, I choked.
Target down. That's all the kills we need, Commander. Stay as long as you like.
Time to
The
go.
vehicle is available at the extraction site when you're ready.
My leg brutalized. I mean, I'm complaining a lot here. I've got all my armor still intact. Reed Howard. I don't know if you know or not, but you can free a Wolverine on Valtina. Why would I do that to the people of Valtina? Unleash a rabid beast onto the populace. Oh, it says you get a free Wolverine. Sorry, bro. The heart symbol was blocking it. I did know that. We're trying to do this as organically as possible. I feel like it's... I mean, if I end up there, you know, if I'm running from somewhere, if it's a conflict zone, if it's a... if we end up there, naturally, I'll take that Wolverine. I know it's there. SRM-4 Inferno. That sounds wild. SRM-2. Again, SRMs absolutely destroy things well above what they should. Only 112,000 in damages. Total payout 1.5 million. Okay. I don't think we have any more contracts here. Well, we have this one. Quest, the whole reason we came here. My bad. Pirate raiders been attacking our now vulnerable farmlands. This is a defense. So this one will actually involve protecting the base. So let's repair everybody at great expense. I imagine 74, 57, 10, 10. Better than leaving the zone. And then we're gonna paint mech, and we're gonna apply all, select all, and apply. So everybody's looking up to snuff here in Lort's Legion. I actually can't remember what I called my gang, and I have no idea where to find that information. Like, if I go into my captain's quarters, do I see the name of my my gang? No. I don't think so. It's 1846. What is four? Is 4 skulls a measure of difficulty? Or a reputation requirement? Stats. Oh, okay. We're just called the Legion. Okay, perfect. I found it. Rank established 4. Arena fame level, not great. Pilot salaries through the roof. Storage costs, unbelievable. Recent entries into the mech database, 35 of 467. We have 467 mechs. We got to catch them all. Let's timeline here. We are going to wait 10 whole days for our refits. There should just be a like until last refit button, I think. Sometimes that may not be the case, but it should be there. You know, sometimes you're only trying to fix 1 or 2 mechs. Once you have a larger lance, you're not always burning through mechs like we are here in the early game. Like I am, at least. I imagine that not many people are burning through as many mechs as me. Why? Okay, quest. Picking up the pieces for the coalition of farmers who hate my guts against the bandits who hate my guts even more. So, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. Pirate raiders have been attacking our now vulnerable farmlands, stealing everything and get their filthy hands on, destroying everything else, including valuables and hard to replace farming equipment. Without some form of armed protection, our upcoming harvest will be doomed. We will be unable to feed ourselves in the coming seasons. Fear not. I'm here to protect your food. For a price. That price is 1.8 million credits. Ooh. Okay, we are a little bit short on the tonnage. So, now what's the answer here? We have our big hitters out. We have our urban mech. I think this is right. I think this is right. I think we're under tonnage, and I think being under tonnage should get you a better payout. I think it should be the clan rules. You know, if you can do it more bravely, if you can be more brazen in your bid to do this, that you get a better reward. If you've never listened to any of the audiobooks for the Mechwarrior Battletech books or anything like that, I highly recommend it. And I think it was Smoke Panther was the one of them that I listened to recently, and one of the voice actors actually voices Baron Harkonnen in the Dune novel, and that was it's his voice is insane. His voice is insane. He's a real life Xerxes. I don't think he uses a synthesizer because he sounds the exact same when he voices everybody.
All right. We're gonna get to the agricultural complex and hold off the Vandals until their forces deplete. I know it doesn't look like we'll be protecting much, but this is all these farmers have.
I know it doesn't look like we'll be protecting much. Rough. Okay, where do we think they're going to be coming from? Let's check the battle map. They're definitely not coming from the bottom left corner, so I think our safest bet is to get to the northeast corner of the complex. We should be able to draw them all to us. There's 15 enemies, which is insane. Might have bitten off more than we can chew here. I think that the urban mech is really going to shine.
Copy that. Let's move.
Jenner, 70 detected.
Closing on mercenary forces.
Those enemies are getting too close for comfort. Push them back.
Come on, Garrison Commander. You have no idea what you're talking about, first of all. Second of all, you're 16. I don't know how you got in charge of this garrison. Oh, SRMs. I can't speak highly enough of SRMs. I'm going wide. I'm going wide. We've got the homies hanging out. What I like is that urban mech in the pocket like that. He's the one sending all those AC rounds. Him and the Jaeger mech. Ooh, real sorry, Rebecca McCleary. Close. Looking up at the top of the cockpit.
Show increased enemy presence in the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further hostiles.
Crab 20 detected.
One more to my kill count.
Woo!
Enemy target
Coordinated.
destroyed.
Coordinated. This UAV, how did they come from behind? Get out of here! Oh, there's a crab! Alright, everybody converge on the crab.
Commander target.
Enemy target acquired.
We've all got to converge on that crab. Slow moving but heavy hitting. Maybe closest is best. How much damage can the crab do in a short time? I think that answers a lot. Oh! Did he get a punch in and I didn't?
Enemy target
Get out of here.
Weapon systems down. Ejecting. BattleMech kill for me.
Come on.
Enemy target destroyed.
Those tanks.
Enemy target acquired.
Engaging
Jenner.
net focus.
Jenner.
Ejecting.
Target
Okay.
acquired.
On the command
We've all got to converge on that crab. We still have 6 enemies to go. We know one's a crab and one is a tank. Let's get the tank because it's close. Then we've got to focus that crab down, otherwise we're going to lose the base once it gets close. Dextrose! We've got another camera that I was going to use for between matches, but I just didn't have time to set it up this evening. Oh! Don't try and punch me, crab. I can't go toe-to-toe with him. Let's get above him. Get out of here. How can he look that high up? Let's go, let's go. The crew's on him. That's all we needed. And he's still focused on me. We have a crack in the windshield. I hate it when another mech gets in front of you. Sends a pebble up. Come on, tear him down. What a monstrous mech. Woo! Okay, I think our last 4 are tanks. We're gonna get everybody else to deal with this.
Hey, we're the ones paying you. Shoot the other guys.
Hey, deal with it, garrison commander. Whoa! Right over the greenhouses and 0 appreciation. No way. No way!
Commander,
See,
preserve those warehouses.
it's the small stuff. I mean, except for that warehouse. But
Target down.
the fact that I hopped both sets of greenhouses and made it out of the gate. It's the small victories in Mechwarrior on the HOTAS.
It feels nice to stand up for the little guy.
Dextrose, you have no idea how hard it was to get this angle, so it wasn't just a crotch cam. What's the Mechwarrior equivalent of tennis elbow? Because we're getting there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Command salvage. We're taking all this salvage. Honestly, I think we're going to be building out most of our mechs. Vulcans are what a throwaway mech, and I can't wait to field it. What a throwaway mech, though. Oh wait, this is a 2-parter. Okay, however, we have time between the 2-parter. We didn't take that much damage. I can't stand the Phoenix Hawk. I like it because it's jumpy. It's kind of fast. I want to get into a spider. I want to get into a spider so badly. I'm so excited for the changes that this Shadow of Kerensky expansion is... You know, I'm excited for the changes it's going to make to the game. I really hope we can capture some of those clan mechs, get some omnipods, and really... you know, express the power of the mech, because that's awesome to me. There'll be nothing in the news yet. This timeline, we're going to carry it down. We're going to come in. We're coming in, hopefully, flush before our next payments due. We're at 8.6 million. This is great. This is a really good start so far. Really good start. Kind of been selective about the missions, which has been great. Got lucky with a couple early mech finds, which is also great. We need to find out what kind of mission we're getting ourselves into here. You really stuck to those Vandals, and we can't thank you enough, but you kicked the hornet's nest a bit too hard. When they come back for revenge, they'll take it out on us. Fortunately, one of ours managed to pick up radio chatter about their home base, which is in a nearby system. If you go there and take out the leader, Victor Vogel, and his Vandals may scatter and finally leave this part of the inner sphere for good. Please, this may be our only chance. Well, coalition of farmers... Let's see here. Uh-oh. Okay, before we get this started, I'm gonna go take a 2-3 minute break here. I will be right back. It's not a pillow, it's a Star League issued mech pilot's concussion impact resistant pillow. Okay. Thanks, guys, if you hung around. I don't even know if this part will be edited out, but if you're catching this later or recommending this video to anybody after the fact, I'll probably edit out that little block there. That little break, if I can remember where I put it. Okay. We're on a flash. I don't know what flash strike means. What does flash strike mean? Let's view the contract. Does anybody know what flash strike is? And why are we attacking House Davian? Hold on. Deal a critical blow to our foes. Employer, independent. I'm aborting this mission. Upset your employer. Okay, we're at what? We're at -9? I'm not fighting House Davian. I didn't realize it was against House Davian. Let's check our operations and our faction standing now. Yeah, House Davian's great, but what about our independents here? Independents. Wow! 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 We went from -9 to -34? Get out of here. I'm just gonna have to go all out on these guys. I didn't want to do that. But after a couple Kerensky lights, things stop just making sense. Or do they start making sense? Imagine this is a mech cockpit, just filled with piss bottles and beer. If you've ever known anybody in the military who's a vehicle driver, okay, ask them about that. Maybe not the beer so much. Okay, let's check this. Let's check the star map. Let's see what we have available to us here. These are pretty tough. These are pretty tough missions for us right now. Now this looks like this looks like the part 2, picking up the pieces part 2. Now, problem is it's a level 26 assassination contract. It really sucks that I took the wrong mission there. I thought I was taking this mission. Oh well, we'll find a way to make it up to the independence. It's only the year 3001 or 3002. We've got like 13 or 15 years to make things right, you know? Every mercenary company has its hiccups. Okay, let's take a quick look. Let's do a quick overview before we get into the fight here. I need to know the weapons I'm working with because I was not paying attention. So we have M lasers, L laser, SRMs. The double heatsink I love because it's a hero mech. Command mech, improved communications. Awesome. Everything about that is great for me. The Jaeger mech is more my speed. Really in terms of skill. But it's a great second in command mech. Now, these are the big weights we've got, but we've been getting a lot of value out of that UAV drone. So if we're doing another defense or something, we're gonna stick with that UAV drone. We're gonna keep him in the main rotation. I won't take any grief about my small boys. Okay, quests, picking up the pieces, and we have a very convenient raid that we get to do right after this against the pirates. And you know what? If we've got the stuff, if we've got it left in the tank, we're going to take this war zone and try and repair some of this awful reputation with the Independents. Because I'm pretty sure the Independents are part of the Kestrel Lancers mission line, which I'd love to do. I'd love to try and do all the mission lines if we can. It just means being in the right place at the right time. Easier said than done, I know. This is an assassination mission, so we're going to take an airstrike. Everything about this looks awesome. We're going to get rid of that urban mech, and we're getting that Jenner. So our lowest speed is going to be the two Tyrannosaurus Flexes here, Jagger and Blackjack. The Jagger mech is really just a big boy version of the Blackjack, right? Really, people will argue it's closer to the Rifleman, but you tell me these two mechs aren't near identical. One's just a little chubbier. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Attention. Prepare for BattleMech departure. Warning. Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Quick look around the cockpit.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Somewhere up ahead is the leader of Vogel's Vandals. Knowing these raider crews, once their leader is killed, their organization will spiral into chaos. Hopefully, that'll be enough to get them to leave our
This
employers'
is probably visually my favorite biome.
Airstrike support is available on this mission. I'll let you know when they reach the target area.
Copy. Forming on you.
I kind of wish your pilots got promotions.
Alpha Group, this is Sierra 2-1.
Maybe they will.
We are in the air and awaiting your orders. Sierra 2-1, out.
They took the craziest looking Gundam dude to be the airstrike guy. I approve. I don't even know if I need everybody. I think what we're gonna do is draw them out. Oof.
Acquired. Confirmed, Commander. Moving on target.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
We're just gonna try and weed out the defenders maybe early here.
I've lost a component. Targeted mech is heavily damaged.
Destroyed. Enemy target acquired. Incoming missile. Engaging Lance focus. Incoming missile.
Missed. Over that hit. I love it. I often think it does more damage to me than it does to them now.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target acquired. Incoming missile. Airstrike protocol active. Airstrike.
Everybody get out!
Sierra 2-1, acknowledging strike pattern. Coming in for the kill. Sierra
Everybody
2-1,
get out! Come on, did I hit anybody?
Airstrike support depleted. Let's hope we used that wisely.
Nah, of course I didn't.
On shared target.
I could have done better. Oh, coming on him. Landing on him. No judgment here. It's a judgment-free zone.
Alright, target is down. Good work. I think the farmers in this region will be able to breathe a little easier today. We fulfilled our contract, Commander.
Yeah, we're out of here. We're out of here, Rihanna. Ooh. See, I wish we had one more piece for that urban mech chassis. We're gonna take that AC5 rapid fire, even though it's a 0 rank item. Dang. Rebecca McCleary really let the team down by losing apparently the most expensive weapon we had. We made 0. Wow, okay. There are no words to express our thanks. We know you're only in this for the money. Duh. But we'd like to believe there's some goodness in you as well. We don't have much, but as a demonstration of our gratitude, we'd like to present to you this ancient BattleMech that's been in our family for generations. It's not doing us any good just sitting here rusting away, so consider it yours. It's old and doesn't work quite right, but something tells me you'll find a way to put it to good use. Okay, look, it looks great. Rep level 5. No big deal. Commander, our reputation is at a level where rival mercenary companies will now take notice of our operations within their assigned territory. Rival mercenaries will patrol territories that they are active in. These territories and allegiances will shift as the mercenaries take up new contracts of employment. The capabilities of each rival mercenary company is displayed on the star map when selecting systems within their territory. What do you mean their capabilities? So kind of like whether or not they're mech level. Gotcha. When deployed, rival mercenaries will use mechs and pilots based on the patrolling unit's attributes, regardless of mission difficulty. Now that last point is a good one to take note of. You could be doing a very easy mission, but if you're doing it against a mercenary company that is badass, you're in trouble. You want a $1 billion idea? You make this game multiplayer in a way that, I don't know, maybe you'd have to go turn-based. I think you might have to go turn-based, okay? Like Stellaris. Or rather like Stellaris. But how would you reconcile the time between missions? No way. You'd have to go turn-based. Hey, look, I don't have all the answers, but if somebody finds a way to make this like an MMO, and I know there's a Mechwarrior online, not for me. I want a galaxy map, and I don't want a bunch of 47-year-old dudes telling me I'm out of position every 6 seconds. No offense to 47-year-old dudes. We have a lot of good missions left here, though, and that Warzone contract is kind of calling my name. We gotta try and do a little better here with the independents, I think. Now, we're not going to make a lot of money, but we've got a lot of money. I'm not in a rival mercenary territories. Am I? No. No, we're good. Nothing else is really jumping out at me, so we're going to stick in Macomb here. I think we've got a lot of good opportunity. Raid kind of sucks. I'm more interested in that. It doesn't suck. Raid's awesome. I just don't think we have the mechs for it. I don't think we're equipped for a raid. Oh, no. No, cancel. Cancel all these work orders. My bad. I just incurred $1 million expense, and we're not actually going to soak that. We're going to go back to an industrial hub. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was almost crazy. We're going to go all the way up here, as a matter of fact. 250k. Probably save that much in repairs by not repairing in a conflict zone. A rare Phoenix Hawk? You don't say. Well, that would... Dang. That is cool. A Guardian ECM. I don't even know what it does, but it seems cool. And this looks like a cool mech, too. A cheap javelin. So the cool thing about... Whenever it says rare mech, just expect a mech that is... I mean, the Guardian ECM's cool, but if it says rare mech, just expect a mech that is together, that is repaired. Like, you just got a repaired mech. That's all you've got. Rare is repaired. So, I mean, you don't... Like, repairs are expensive, right? So you kind of have to weigh that cost. Let's look at some... Let's get these mechs repaired, first of all, speaking of repairs. And let's actually cancel that Jaeger mech and see what they're going to do to it. So if you just hit repair all, it may not replace weapons sometimes. I've run into that. So head to details, repair the right arm, see what's just gone, right? AC5 burst fire, AC2 burst fire. Can we replace those? This one can be repaired. Those other two were destroyed. This guy needs more armor. This guy needs more armor. Really. So you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to ditch this laser. That's 1 ton. We're going to put this... Can we put this laser in the head? No. No, okay. It'll stay on the right torso, I guess. Let's get... actually a bit more ammo. I should have taken that ammo away. So we have AC5 ammo. And we need some AC. There's AC2 ammo. What did I just get rid of? Hold on. Default loadout. AC2, AC5, AC5. Because they're burst fires. And we're taking off an M laser. Why are we taking off an M laser? What am I missing here? Do I need more heat sinks? Internal heat sinks. Do I need any more heat sinks here? I don't know if we do. Let's max armor. Let's change this around a bit. Maxing armor still leaves us with tons of space for some ammunition here. So we've got AC5. Oh, you know what? We're missing the AC2s. That's what I'm missing. This is a standard loadout. Whatever we had was not a standard loadout. So 6 tons. This is making a little more sense. Let's ditch these lasers. I don't like these lasers. Let's put an AC2 on there. Boop. Brings us a bit over, but that's fine. Let's take some armor off the legs. We don't need max armor on the legs. Let's bring this down to 40. 39 even. Legs aren't targeted as frequently by the enemy. Okay, so what do we need to do to free up one more AC2? We need 6 tons. We need to bring ourselves down to 59. Can we do that with just armor? Maybe not. Maybe not. We might have gone a little too crazy with that extra 80 rounds of AC5. But this gives us 200 rounds. If we can sneak an AC2 on here, you know what? We're just going to strip the legs. It may be a bad idea. It may be a bad idea because this guy's big time front facing. This might not be the best idea I've had, but I think we'll be okay. Never take armor off your center torso. especially from behind. Oh my god. I don't know if we're gonna get our AC2 on there. Okay, let's just strip our armor, slap the AC2 on, and go at it from that direction. Alright, max armor. Woo! Let's see what it prioritizes. Head, blah blah blah. Right torso, left torso. Let's ditch these torsos down to 40. There's a lot of disagreement about this. I read the Reddit, I read the forums, but honestly, playing around with the mechs is 95% of the fun for me. I want the head fully protected because this guy's got a big time noodle. And you know what? We'll front center torso. I think that's awesome. We've got 200 rounds of AC2. We have 160 rounds of AC5. We have no lasers. This guy's kind of a timed cannon, right? Like he's got what he's got, and once he's out of ammo, he's out of ammo. But we're gonna put him in the hands of our best AI pilot and see what we can do with that. I like that. I like that. I like having an asset that you know is just putting out the firepower at long distance. You can place on a hill, you can place on a high feature. Maybe you can put a light mech in defense with them. That has close range to deal with those tanks, to deal with those. Maybe LRMs, maybe, yeah, I think LRMs maybe are the answer, right? For air, anti-air. So let's check out UDB. Cassius, Barlow's End, Aro's Sun. If we found a good infiltration, I would take it. These war zones, stuff like that, that weight class, we're getting outclassed there. Garrison duty contract, easy, and it's in latex. Even if you're allergic, you can take the contract. Are we all repaired? Ooh, except our Jägermech. 7 days on our refit Jägermech. So, what did we do differently here? We ditched the M lasers and we got rid of the AC2 burst fires. So, that's our big change. Is we went from AC2 burst fires to AC2s just with AC2 ammo. I don't know which one weighs more. I maybe should have looked into that. I might have accidentally gone heavier for longer range. I don't know. Alright. Garrison duty. Conflict on Latexo 3 has created numerous casualties among our forces, which were evacuated for triage and critical care. However, our enemy forces on the planet are seeking to grind salt into our wounds by taking out our aid station and ensuring the patients there cannot recover to fight another day. Intercept these monsters and protect the aid station from their gross violation of the honors of war. I have so many bug bites. That'd be, I guess, a benefit of being a mech warrior, is that even in a jungle, you wouldn't have to worry about bug bites. So it looks like we have a truckload of negotiation points to work with. And because we have all the negotiation points in the world to work with... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Baby's crying. Because we have an abundance of points to work with, we're going to take salvage for the first time ever. And hopefully we get a lot of it. Garrison duty is a good place to get a lot of salvage. We're going to take some damage coverage because garrison duty is also a great place to take a lot of damage. This Jägermech, we're not ready. We're not ready. Jägermech refit. Okay, now we're ready. Deploy. Oh, wow. So we're coming in really overweight. We'll throw our urban mech in here, and maybe we'll just get rid of one. Perfect. Perfect. It'd be really cool if you could add a, like a 5-ton... If anybody's seen the animated Mechwarrior cartoon, the clans had these crazy infantry suits, which I think would be an awesome 5-ton addition to any mech unit. You know, you don't expect much from them, but...
Make contact with the friendlies and brace for hostiles to make their move against your position.
Alright, time to get into it.
You've reached the target, Commander.
Hello, Panther.
Mercenary Lance, this is Sword Burst Base. We have you on visual.
Sword Burst Base. You guys better bring the pain.
Hostiles have been reported in the area.
Acquired.
So we have 2 Davian mechs. And my lance. Well, I mean, 2/3 of my lance. 3/4? 3/4 of my lance.
Enemy target acquired.
All guns on shared target.
We're gonna let the AI handle as much of this as possible.
Destroyed.
I bet you know what? We can probably plant the AI. Realistically, you could go back center of this crater and probably have great luck. I'm gonna stick them up here.
Enemy target.
Because I have faith everybody's coming around there.
At requested location, Commander.
And I'm gonna go grab a sweet, fresh Kerensky light.
Reach the waypoint. Awaiting orders. Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander.
I got the alert. Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies.
Mercenary forces.
Seems like we've got it under control, though.
Target lost a component. With their death, I will earn my place in the Confederation.
Wow.
Enemy forces closing in fast.
Javelin. 10M.
On the commander's target.
Honestly, the Jägermech feels like it has way more punch. Those, the quad AC5 burst fires. Well, I guess now it's AC5 burst fires and AC2s, but...
Forgive me, Gold Base. My target got a critical shot in.
What are you doing, Merc? You're firing at us.
Okay.
Enemy target.
Recon has spotted additional bogies.
We're gonna have to talk to some of these base commanders. Stray shots happen in battle. Which side to respond to first? The beauty of the UAV.
Engaging Lance focus.
Spider's gonna be faster than the
Commander's target.
opponent, I think.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
What is that? Phoenix. Oh, a Phoenix Hawk. I'll go for that. Punching. 2 punches. Nothing, eh? We got him. We got him. We got him. Beat down. You should get a reward for that. So I've got melee on my throttle. I feel like I didn't want too much stuff on the joystick. Woo! Okay, is this last one? 2 more, 2 more. This one in a turret or this one in a tank? This one in a tank for sure. We're headed up the ridge. I'm gonna head off that tank. The team should have the last mech in the bank. I messed up. Bad bounce. If you golf, you'll know what I mean. There we go.
Enemy target acquired. Enemy target.
Well done, Commander. The area is secure.
Awesome. Extremely excited to face down the clans in 2050. I don't know when that expansion is coming out. I think it's coming out in September. I'm amped. I'm gonna be a HOTAS expert between now and then. If you're a huge fan of Mechwarrior and you're interested in the HOTAS stuff, I look forward to seeing you and hanging out and chatting about it, especially if you've got your own setup. I'd also love to see it. Like, I think it's crazy. I've been looking at a lot of sim pits lately. I'm impulsive, so I may go a little crazy, but oh, we have a fully finished spider or a fully finished Phoenix Hawk. I think we're silly to not take the Phoenix Hawk. But it will be expensive to fix. We could take, you know what? Let's take the slightly more complete spider, and it's worth more because it's got an engine core, eh? So we're gonna take the more complete spider. We're gonna sell that. I don't think it's worth what it says it's worth, but here's hoping. There's a good one. A little assassination contract. They can be rough sometimes. You can run into no, we're not fixing that for $4 million gazillion dollars. Nope. But these low-level assassinations can be tougher than you think. They tend to have backup from bigger BattleMechs. Cantina, we need to get to the cantina actually, so kind of regardless of what happens, we're just gonna stop by the cantina. We'll head to Haynesville. We're gonna sell that spider mech, make a couple million hopefully. I think 30 million and a couple better mechs, like 30 million or so credits, a couple better mechs. I think that's the answer here before we exceed the 25 difficulty mark, right? And then we try and build up. Hero mechs. We're gonna this mission. I don't know about this interstellar. I think this one can just go the way of the dodo. Let's check this canteen though, and let's collect all these because canteens are few and far between early game. Alliance border worlds and collect 1 water purification unit. Maybe. War dog. Igor units. Kill 15 warrior units. So if you're not sure what that is, taking missions from the cantina in with yet another Mech Lab mod. What it does is it allows you to buy upgrades for your ship. So if I go to geez, where do I go here? Stats, factions, and objective achievements, career, maybe career. Okay, so Mech Hunter, Treasure Hunter, War Dog. We just took 2 missions for War Dog. If I get to level 1 with War Dog, that means I'm gonna get plus 10 sensor range. You know, so it's an interesting way to take these Cantina missions to get the experience you need to upgrade your entire Lance's capability. All right, let's see what we have here. Disarm the dissidents. What kind of scorched earth? What is scorched earth, I wonder? Destroying the hidden depot. So scorched earth seems to me to be a destroy the building kind of mission, which I would want flamethrowers and machine guns for that. I'm glad we took the missions from the cantina, but we're gonna head to Haynesville, and we are going to attempt to make some money off this spider mech. A rare medium hatchet. What makes this rare? Just because it's here? Because it's medium? Medium hatchets don't show up often? Medium laser short burst. Rank 3. I'm gonna buy that. I feel like that doesn't show up too often. Let's go to the mech market here. Let's sell this. Let's sell this busted spider. What can we get for this? 2 million. 2 million. Trusted. Fantastic. Fantastic. Because this right here. Let's go to salvage assembly. Let's look at what it costs. We need 1 more piece of a spider. I didn't know we needed 6. Shit. I thought I could build a spider. Weapon upgrades. Now this just means if you have a bunch of, you know, SRMs, you can upgrade them from 1 to 2, etc., etc. We're gonna look into this in a bit. I'm not really re-equipping too many mechs at the moment. We're gonna
I'm taking it down.
We're gonna check out the pilots that we have available. Shit. Lieutenant Finney.
Story, and I'm ready to be of assistance, Commander.
Ruling class family, and at one point was destined to be the next ruler of her duchy. For reasons unknown, she instead cuts ties with her family and started anew as a wandering mercenary. As a novice mech warrior, she has an overall lack of proficiency in the cockpit. She hopes to be lucky and stay lucky long enough to make some cash and get out. Not the kind of long-term planning we're hoping for.
sir. Let's get to work.
Lieutenant Riker. Number 1. Was raised on one of the outermost planets in Capellan's space and chose to become a mercenary to escape her life on a forgotten star system. As a novice mech warrior, she has an overall lack of proficiency in the cockpit. She knows that she probably won't survive for long as a pilot. She just hopes she can earn enough money to send to her family back home. Unacceptable! Not bad skills. The salary's a bit high for the lack of experience. And
Got something for me, big boss?
Lieutenant Abbott sounds like a dick. Next. So I'd like to build out our roster of pilots as well. As we get into the harder missions, especially with the mods I have on, pilots are going to get injured. They're going to get down for days. The multi-missions are going to cost us, and we're going to need to be able to stay on top of manning the mechs, right? We're going to stay on top of manning the mechs. That's going to become extremely prevalent in the later missions. I kind of want to try a Scorched Earth contract for the Kurita, but I'm not sure. Easy assassination over here. Haha, easy assassination. Maybe we start with an assassination and see where it goes. Multi-mission, a 4-mission operation. I wish I could do it. We need way more mechs for this. It says 16 175 ton. That's a bunch of bullshit. Hmm, 19 175 assassination. I think we're just gonna get destroyed. Let's come down here to Bremont, okay? We'll hit Bremond for a little assassination. If it's extremely easy, we'll move on to the 175 rank 19 assassination. Dispossession. You'll be transported deep in enemy territory to locate and destroy a specific target BattleMech. It was recently captured by the enemy, and we'd rather see it destroyed than used against us. The target will be in one of the several marked locations. Head to each location until you find it and make sure they can't salvage what's left. What? Why do I have a kind of like creeping sensation here that the periphery realms also present a quest line? Am I imagining that? If somebody hanging out knows, I would appreciate it. So 145. We're already at 140 with this little blend. We've got a 30 here. Do we have a 35? Do I hear 35? 35 in the Jenner. We're gonna do an assassination with 3, just 3. Or do we trade? Wait for firepower is the question. You know, do we go 20-20? Do we take the locust? Do we take the other locust? Do we suffer the 2%? I think we do. I think we do because not only are we discerning, we're strategic. And you don't want to sacrifice your mercenary company for no reason. We need to dress up the Jägermech, however, in Legion colors. Here. Didn't save it. Didn't save it. Apply all. Select all. Apply. Okay. Alright. Looking good. I think it's because we rebuilt the Jägermech that it lost its paint. Is that a thing? How's the time? What do we think? 28, 17, 19. I think 19.
Fall in on the commander.
I'm not a huge fan of the kobold. It's not my favorite mech. I like assassins. Love spiders.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Cargo acquired.
Target down.
Yeah. Keep destroying those turrets. Do what you gotta do, team. Just keep up. We have an airstrike here, I think, right? Did I take that? Maybe not. I don't see it on the right.
Our target is not here. I thought we have better look at the other locations.
Bad guess.
Enemy target acquired. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target acquired. Enemy target destroyed. On the commander's target.
I love urban mechs. I hate when you're against them.
Acquired. Enemy target destroyed.
See, you gotta deal with these turrets. They don't seem so bad at first.
Destroyed.
But if you ignore them and you give them time to just wear you down, no point in going for an urban mech's legs, right? They better to go for their arms, their weapons, or just straight core. And I say that because an urban mech has so much armor and they're so slow already, there's no point in hitting those legs. Come on, slow down, big spin, get mobile, get mobile.
Managed to eject in time. Destroyed. Enemy commander target is our target.
Let's check this battle grid. See what we're working with. So I think there's no way it's in the middle.
Never gets old.
There's no way it's in the middle, right? Probably in the middle.
Took one down. Destroyed.
Let's hang out and wave that Jaeger mech.
Sorry, Commander. Airstrike support is not available.
So turning left and right, I'm so hesitant to increase this sensitivity. You definitely can't. I should wear white pants or something, or put a light. But like, I'm having to push my legs backwards and forwards to turn, right? So what I've tried to do is recreate this cockpit in my setup. I mean, obviously minus all these sweet buttons up here. If anybody at all watching this stream or this video at any point in time, this VOD, knows anything about sim pit construction, please send me an email or a private message.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay, easy.
On you, Commander.
Not everybody's as fast as me here, right? Our fastest unit actually is 65. So if I gear down here to 67, I think we should be able to keep the team together. And we're going wide. There's absolutely no reason to not go wide. The thing I love about Mechwarrior is the upper torso, low torso. Don't rush your missions. If you're struggling with career, I've been reading a couple Reddit posts about guys struggling with career. If you're on a mouse and keyboard, you definitely shouldn't be struggling with career. No offense. Honestly, like, mouse and keyboard with this game is so intuitive. It's so clean. You can do crazy things. It becomes Titanfall 2, you know, in terms of mobility with just about every mech, unless you're in the slow ones. But if you're on a mouse and keyboard in a fire starter or a competent spider, you can take down assault mechs. HOTAS is much different. You're pushing with your feet. You're pulling with your feet. If you've got the rudders, if you've got the pedals, right? Your wrist is getting tired. I don't know how to explain it. It's a way different experience.
Enemy target acquired.
Way different, just crazy different experience. I played with mouse and keyboard for a long time, and I thought to myself, I'm amazing at this game. As time went on, though, damn. Okay, I'm gonna try to, avoiding that turret's pointless. Hopefully my team destroys it. So the big difference between yet another mech lab, I guess, and vanilla, if you've never played with any mods, if you've been on console or what have you, is that vehicles become a massive nuisance. In the game, in the main game, in the base game, vehicles aren't that tough. The strong tanks can be annoying, but yet another mech lab essentially turns kind of every tank into a strong tank. Every tank, every turret has a potential to do extreme damage to your mech, right? So you've got to prioritize them. You got to take them out. They're hard to hit, especially with a joystick. This is crazy for an assassination mission, right? One of my favorite mechs right ahead. We gotta close with them because I think LRMs, we don't want them to use those LRMs.
Enemy target acquired.
Big miss. Oh, getting some windshield cracks here. What I need to do is set a button for recenter over legs. I'm doing it manually, which forces me to slow down. See if I can get a punch in here. Oh, he's... Oh! There's a cliff!
Enemy target acquired. We're on it, Commander.
Alright, hopefully the gang can handle the blackjack. So many turrets. Let's get this guy.
Focus the commander's target.
These cracks in the windshield really make a difference. Woo! Boom! Let's go. Team after me. So I've bound all the form up commands, all the lance commands onto the joystick down here, where my hand is going crazy. It does, unfortunately. Ooh, VTOLs.
Enemy target. Enemy target destroyed.
Uh-oh.
Critical.
No, 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 we're going. I was gonna stand and fight, but that's not great. Soft landing, soft landing. Whew. A little beat up. A little beat up. What do we got here for salvage? Salvage is 8. Okay, so maybe we start, maybe just for money's sake, we start putting a little more love into salvage. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how many we need to build them. Does anybody? It doesn't matter. We're going all in. Every single piece of salvage goes to urban mech parts. We need another small boy. I can't believe we took $2 million worth of damage. That locust is getting sold. We did not take $2 million worth of damage. Brundage, I think, is where we were headed next, wasn't it? Like I said Brundage a few times, but for the independence and assassination, that sound right? It's not happening. I mean, it's definitely not happening. We got messed up in that last fight. Ooh, demo contract. I really want to get onto these multi-missions. We just need a bigger lance. Like, we can't get ahead of ourselves here. We have 12 million. We have inexperienced pilots. We're gonna go to Broadus. We're gonna lick our wounds a bit. 200,000 just to get there, but it'll save us money in the repair. And we're gonna sell that destroyed locust. What an embarrassment! We should have found out who was piloting that. I think it was Goblin. Goblin has a ton of potential, but he's a weak pilot right now, right? Like, let's check him out here. Yeah, he's injured. You know he got messed up in there. 2, 3, 3, 2, 2. But he's got 10s across the board. Him, McCleary. I mean, we've got some 9s here, which is insane. Skills coming up. I wonder what happens. We have to keep an eye on this. I'm not sure if it increases their caps. If, you know what? Cards on the table. I've never paid attention to how leveling up works. I mean, I've got all 10s. If I can get myself, McCleary, Goblin, if we can get on an early roster together, Santiago is insane. I think we've got a huge chance here, and we need to keep our eyes out. Captain Chambers.
Drinks are on me when we get back.
Like his accent already. Chambers was a child laborer on an ore processing plant in the Davian interior. He managed to flee his life of indentured servitude when he snuck aboard the dropship of a merc company that was performing security work for the plant. By the time he was discovered, he was off-world, and mercenaries decided to take him under their wing and raise him as one of their own. A decently skilled pilot, Chambers continues to grind away with a true mercenary attitude, despite having seen plenty of combat. The horrors of combat are beginning to weigh heavily on his mind. You know what? That guy's badass. So we're going to take him. That's probably one of the best pilots we found so far.
Thanks for the trust in me, Commander. Let's go
And
see what kind of trouble we can get into.
just great accent. I've got a lot of faith in this guy. He's a captain right now. He's got 868, 668. He could be one of these, one of our top lineups for when we go into the big boy fights.
For pre-drop checklists.
Things are doing great. This guy's getting sold. Locust 1V. I'm glad it's getting sold. 295. Rough. it didn't, you know, it didn't fit in with the unit. Okay, we've got our second line, got our front line. A cicada is not a small boy, and I'm glad we got this, but we need to ditch this flamer. So let's check out the loadout on the cicada. Let's hit a default and see what that comes up with. Nothing. Default. Get that flamer out of there. Hate the flamer. If we go 2M lasers, 0 heat sinks, that's crazy, but let's max armor it. Plus 32, plus 36, plus heat, weapon, 188, minus 0.36. I don't think this is going to overheat. 2M lasers are awesome. If I can add 2M laser short bursts, you know what? That might even be more awesome. Let's keep one in the center torso. I like that. Can we put them? We can't put them both in there, unfortunately. The arms. I just feel like the arms are going to go first, right? So, left arm. Maybe let's add a little more jam to that left arm. Let's take one piece off the leg, 2 pieces off the leg, make that 11. Okay, perfect. 13, 15. I think that's kind of what the doctor ordered. 84 grand. No big deal. Let's throw that cicada in the mix. And wow. So that's our big boy loadout. 40, 85. What does that bring us up to? 150. And that is 195. So that's that's a fairly big boy loadout for a mission, which is great. I just don't know if it's as valuable as adding some of the lighter mechs. Let's check our arena contracts. We have a free-for-all, and it's open. That's insane. A 4v4 light, which we also don't have the setup for. Let's just get these guys repaired. So this guy, this little work order is going to cost us 84. This is 124. Dang. That's the 63. So we're up to 187. And this is 41. Dang. 226-ish in repairs. We got 11.5 mil. Not terrible. We'll look at weapon upgrades in a little bit, and we'll start trying to kit out our mechs. Right now, these missions are not striking me as requiring a lot of detailed attention just yet. Looking around for a mission here. That Scorched Earth contract looks like it's calling my name. It's a very low difficulty mission. An infiltration in Niles, that's solid. And a demo. Infiltration and a demo seems pretty good. Garrison duty, but I don't want to go against the independents if we can help it. An assassination contract at 175. I just think that is gonna suck so much. I really think that's gonna suck. I don't want it to suck, but I think it's gonna suck. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna end on this assassination contract. It's a difficult mission. It's gonna round out our playthrough here. I like how it shows you a little symbol on the wings and the tail fins. Oh, perfect. We're going to get our one water purification unit, hopefully, from this assassination mission. Okay, our intel forces have discovered that an Outworlds Alliance commander is located on Budingen 9. The official story is that they're inspecting the garrison, but our intel suggests that that's a cover while they plot for an upcoming attack. This is our chance to strike and deal a critical blow to our foes. Strike a deal. Ah, boy. Lots of money, 1.7 mil. Let's grab a little bit of damage coverage for 400k. Let's grab some salvage shares. Let's take one tick down. That only adds, what, 280k? We're going to take the mission airstrike support, and I'm going to actually try to use it properly this time. And now we're going to load up on big boys. So I think 195. I think 195 puts us with all of our big boys, right? $185, $175. So I can replace you with the blackjack. Ooh, this is tough. 45, 35. Who else we have here? Nobody really. Can I get rid of one of these though? Can I get rid of this and put this? No, that's crazy. 11%. We're not taking that hit. We're gonna take all these fast guys. This guy's got medium lasers, SRMs. He's a puncher. This Jenner. The cicada. We only put 2 medium lasers on, and we're hoping that this beast of an armor and speed demon can make it work. We should put somebody with better lasers, right? I think that's the answer here. We're gonna slap Beaumont on there. He's the laser backup. Goblin staying on the Jenner just because he's got 10s for maxes and we gotta level him up. He's probably gonna get beat up in the Jenner. If he destroys that Jenner, I'll be chapped.
I'm showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets. We'll have to move on to the next nav point.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We're right in it. Right in it.
Group to justice. So you will have to search the area and ensure that everyone on our list is found and dealt with before we can pack it in.
This is not great.
Enemy target destroyed.
Be advised, Commander. One of the items of interest we're after may be found in this location. Try searching in the spots designated on
This is
the map.
insane. Why did we spawn in between 16 turrets and a mech?
Destroyed.
Everybody target him.
Target destroyed.
The mercenary scum has just lost the component. Enemy target acquired.
The mercenary scum
Enemy target
has lost a
This is
component?
Sierra 2-1. Strike support is ready. And
What does that
stand
even
by.
mean?
Over.
On your trail, Commander.
Form on me. Destroy every single one of these 86 turrets that just so happen to spring up. Okay, we have the objective over there though, right? We have the water, whatever it is. We have to go grab that.
Looks like we're at the wrong place, Commander. Our target must have given us the slip. Let's check out the other location.
I just cannot believe the amount of turrets we're coming up against here.
Enemy target acquired. Enemy target destroyed.
It's one of our cantina missions, which is going to help us upgrade our entire lance. Come on now.
Enemy target acquired. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target.
Get that aircraft.
Leasehold we're after. Take it out.
Destroy that thing.
That hidden object we're after must be near. Have a look around, Commander.
Enemy destroyed.
acquired. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target acquired.
Target is down.
Enemy target.
Focusing our fire on target.
Enemy target destroyed.
All right, where's this objective? Where'd the salvage go? Okay, it's right here.
You can never have too much ammunition.
Group target acknowledged.
Not great. Oh no, that's them. That's them. We're okay.
Weapons unresponsive. I'll have to punch out. Cleared my mech.
Nice.
Target joint critical.
2 down simultaneously? We're unstoppable.
Neutralized.
Best lance in the inner sphere.
Target destroyed. Enemy target acquired. Enemy target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Best policy when running into anything that launches missiles is to run into it.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target.
Everybody target this dude. Going for it.
Protocol active.
Alpha
Airstrike
1-1, this is Sierra
initiated.
2-1.
Woo! Taking hits.
Sierra 2-1 out.
Getting behind this mountain. Hoping for the best.
Support. We're on our own now.
Okay, we kinda hit him. Maybe. Looks like he's more messed up.
Helmet squad, reporting heavy damage.
Go for him.
Invalid target.
Hunchback 4P
I
detected.
can't sustain damage like this much longer.
Whoa, we have somebody right next door.
Enemy target acquired.
Engaging shared target ID.
Incoming missile.
Oh no, not great, not great, not great.
Critical hit.
Left arm, left arm. Getting out of here. Gonna let the team soak it. Goblin,
Torn to a scrap heap.
as usual, sucks.
Enemy target acquired.
Oof, that left arm.
Enemy target
Come on,
acquired.
take him down.
Received. Engaging.
We're trying to keep the right towards the enemy here. Gonna reposition.
Critical hit. Left arm
Ooh.
destroyed.
Hahaha. So much for that. It's okay, we got the big guns still.
We're on a command.
Get on them.
Good job.
Okay, time to go.
Most of them, Commander. We've fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get
Woo! Enemy in between. Legs are still good.
down.
Gotta run. Gotta run. Thank you. Air support, please. Ship. Start firing your missiles. You can play some pretty crazy defenses letting your ship fire missiles. Okay. Rough. 2 million payout. Probably gonna lose that in arm replacement. But we did get some canteen out of that. We got a couple things out of that. That's awesome. Nothing but awesome. Tough. I think this Griffin will cover the cost of our losses here. Well, let's see what we have here. Maybe we can build a whole mech, you know, for a little bit of that. Hunchback. 9 pieces. Oh, wait. We spritz some urban mech in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it still mixed in, or is that it? Maybe that's it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pieces of hunchback. But again, I think we play the smart hand and also take the urban mech salvage. Select 1 water purification. How do I job rewards? Made up some C-bills, got an SRM-6, got some ammo, got some career reputation, missiles to travel faster and further. Oh yeah, brother. Okay. Awesome mission to end on. We're gonna go kind of try and take, well, I was gonna say we're gonna take Sanctuary in Kurita space, but we're not awesome with them just yet in terms of rep. So instead we're gonna head back to Davian space. A little hefty for price, 200k. But once we get back there, we're gonna save at least 200k in repairs, and it's a better starting point for when I next stream. So thanks a lot, everybody who's hanging out. If you caught this stream, you have anything to say you didn't have a chance to say in the chat, please leave it as a comment. I'll answer you. I try and answer all comments. And if you're catching this later and you have any input, any questions about my HOTAS setup, how I set it up to use the pedals, the throttle, the joystick, etc., I'm more than happy to help anybody get set up with that. Anyways, thanks so much for hanging out. Take it easy. And I look forward to hearing about other people's Mechwarrior playthroughs, or their loadouts, or what they expect this Shadow of Kerensky clan invasion to look like. Take care, everybody. Peace.